All right, welcome back to the Plant-Based Throwers channel. Please feel free to like, subscribe, ring that notification bell, however all that crap works. So it's been a while since I posted, but I wanted to do an update, a little bit on the training, what's been going on, where I'm going from here. So last I did an update was in the middle of the season. I've had one meet since, and I'm getting ready for another one in about 2 weeks. So my training went from like a hypertrophy early season training to a strength phase. I was really trying to build my strength levels. I was lifting more like a power lifter, if you will, with some Olympic lifts in there. Cut the volume down. I was doing 4 sets of doubles. I was doing hang snatches. So let's just do this. So like 3 days a week. Monday I was doing hang snatch, a overhead squat, followed by a snatch pull, and then I had a couple of assistance exercises in there: chin ups, pull ups, some core work. Wednesdays was cleans, so hang clean, bench press, and clean pulls with a couple of assistance exercises in there. And then Fridays was my overhead day, so I was doing push jerks, followed by back squats. I did not do any pulls that day, and then some rotational core exercises. I was throwing 2 days a week, so I was only throwing like shot put Tuesday or Monday, discus on Thursday, and then the following Monday I would throw javelin. So I was only getting in practice for each event, not that often. And overall, I felt pretty good. I went into the New York City state champs, and I was feeling good. I felt like I was going to have a good competition, but the day of the meet and all the way leading up into there, the weather in New York has been terrible. So we had nothing but rain, so it made it very difficult to do a lot of training. The day of the meet, it was like a monsoon. It just poured the entire time. Shot put went pretty good, but after that, javelin was just mediocre, and discus was horrible, because if you've ever tried to throw discus in the rain, you can't grip it. It was crazy hard to do. So those distances didn't really reflect where I was in my training. But since then I've moved on. I did a power phase, so I decreased the volume even more. I went to 5 sets of singles, and I went from hang cleans and hang snatches to full cleans, full snatches, ramping up the weights, so every set you're lifting heavier and heavier, getting up to like a max. And that training went from 3 days a week to 2 days a week. And it's very, very minimal. So it's like Monday is snatch day, and I'll do bench and I'll do a squat on that day. And then Thursday, so there's 2 days of rest in between the lifting days, is clean and jerk, and I'll do some rotational exercises there, standing barbell twist. And that's it for lifting. But what I've done is I've increased my plyometrics. So I'm doing plyos on Tuesdays, and I'm doing multiple throws. So with the shot puts, throwing overhead, side to side. I'll do a video on them someday, on Friday. And then I'm throwing Monday, Thursday. So what I'm doing is I'm training Monday, Tuesday, taking Wednesday off, training Thursday, Friday, and then I have Saturday, Sunday off. And I'm doing that leading up into my last competition of the year. I was supposed to go to nationals in Alabama, but I had some unfortunate events happen at the house. I had to sink my money into fixing those items. So I'm hoping next year Masters Nationals is in Ohio, a little closer for me. I'll try to plan my training to peak towards that event. So since I can't travel that distance to compete at nationals, just going to go to a local meet same day, the 19th of July, and just see where it's at, how it goes. Hopefully the weather cooperates, because so far this year I have not had one single competition where it hasn't been raining. So I'm just hoping for a good weather day to compete, and see how it goes. So yeah, basically where I'm at right now with my training, like I just explained, the days, what I'm doing, but I've significantly decreased the volume, increased the intensity, trying to peak out for my competition. And you know, I'm in what they call realization phase, so my fatigue is starting to come down, but the intensity and all that, the intensity is still high and the volume's going down, trying to decrease fatigue and be very well prepared for a competition. Outside of that, the only other news that's coming up, and I'm not really sure what I want to do with this yet, is javelin hasn't really been going that well. I've actually had some elbow issues throwing the javelin. I don't know what's going on with that. I got to kind of reevaluate that maybe early next spring. Not sure. I don't think I'm going to compete in that on the 19th. I'm just going to do shot and discus. Kind of thinking javelin might be going away, and focus more on just the other two events. Because to be honest with you, I kind of like this 4-day-a-week training. Especially as you get older, you're a master's athlete, you know, life happens and you got a lot of things going on. So I'm going to reevaluate that situation probably in the springtime next year for sure, and see what I do. But yeah, pretty much all I got. Please stay tuned. Like I said, like, subscribe, follow the channel. I appreciate the few of you who actually do follow the channel. But we'll keep it going, see how it goes from here. All right. Thank you.